Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, it's welcome to the late night edition of Financial Friday Night, SSN Nation style. The week of Christmas is here, but 2026 is going to be the extended Christmas time. Why? Because the Federal Reserve, the United States government, Bitcoin, stock market, it's all going to come to a crescendo, an upward movement. So, are you going to be able to take advantage of that and so much more? You have to put yourself in position starting now. And welcome. Stop struggling now, gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you so much for being here. And without further ado, since it's holiday season, you know what that means. Findhelp.org, because there are a lot of ordinary citizens, OCs, that need a little help. Put in your zip code. If you're in America, it only works. You have to put in your zip code. You'll find nonprofits. You'll find federal government and nonprofits and the states that give money to these nonprofits to help you. So go help you, yourself, your family, your friends, or whoever else might need help. That is the first thing to do. It is Christmas time. Share the love. That is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, we normally start at 9:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but it's Familia Day, Family Day. So that's why I'm late, but it does not matter. Everybody can watch this on replay. And if you watch this on replay and you can't see the chats, the live chats, if you're in mobile, tap the comments, swipe left, and it will move to a move to a menu that says, if you want to see live chat, click live. That's in replay. Just so you know, ladies and gentlemen, I put something in the chat room for you, the findhelp.org. Also, I put something else in the chat room for you. Oh, yes, you'll like this. Debt resolution, debt consolidation to help you within 1 to 2 years. That's right. It's in the chat room as well. So you know findhelp.org. Then you email Tracy. That's right, Tracy Sharpe. It's TRACY.sharpe with an E at the end. SHARPE at moneyladder.com. Let her know you heard from SSN Nation. Eric Familia sent you, told you. She already knows. She's like us, ladies and gentlemen. She's part of the family. She tries to help people. Number one rule, pay it forward. All right, Mr. Compensation. You guys see he's in the house. Familia here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Financial Friday Night Late Night Edition. The holiday edition, Christmas week edition. How many editions can I add on? It's endless. And he brings his tagline, simply SSN family. That's right. And since he's SSN family, you got to go over there, show some love. He has a YouTube channel as well. Click on the icon. That'll take you to his channel page and hit subscribe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that simple. That's what we do. We got to show some love around here. It's Christmas week. And the stock market posted gains today. That's right. It came roaring back, just what we were talking about on Wednesday. We told you to buy a little bit then. And crypto and Ethereum are still in the doldrums until today. So you had plenty of time for your dollar cost average to either move up a little or go down a little. It was perfect timing. So did you take advantage? It's going to be a nice little upward roller coaster for everybody that's investing in assets that the government backs. They're backing crypto. They're backing the stock market. I don't know if they're backing the housing market, but sooner or later, if they cut again, which the likelihood of it happening in about 2 months, because Jerome Powell is about to say bye bye. His term is up. He's going to be replaced by a Trumpster. And you know how this is going to work, reducing the interest rate to get the rich guys' loans at 3% or 2.5% is their goal. It's not going to help you because you just have your money in a bank account and your bank account is going to give you interest at a lower rate. I mean, if you call that winning, I don't. But if you think that you're going to be able to get a loan for 2.5 or 3%, then you might be dreaming, but that's what they're going to try and do because that helps home builders. That helps stock prices. They have a vested interest for you to be able to get a 30-year loan. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. 40-year loan. Oh, wait a minute. 50-year loan. Can you imagine being 20 years old? No, 30 years old and getting a house for a 40 or 50-year loan? That would be insane, you know. If you did the math, you're going to be paying 150% of your house purchase price if that occurs. You already pay about 100% of your purchase price, even at a 4% rate, which people don't realize for some strange reason. You buy a house for 500,000, 30 years from now, that house you paid with interest is going to probably be like 1.1, 1.2. Your house better be worth 1.1, 1.2, but you forgot about your property taxes every year, how much you paid. You forgot how much insurance you were paying every year. You don't even include that. So if you start adding things up, you're sitting there like, oh my God, I spent an extra 300,000 just on those things. So then you start realizing you basically just paying long term double price and cost of living rises. That's why findhelp.org exists, ladies and gentlemen. It's that simple. All right, Mr. Compensation 100. Exactly. Thank you so much, EV Place, a member of the channel, an investor, business owner, all around great guy. Welcome to the SSN Nation. Late night money making financial Friday night Christmas week edition. Jeez, I love that one even better. And he brings his tagline this evening. EV Place says, good evening, SSN, late night special. Smash that like button. I love it. That's exactly right. Give it a one piece, ladies and gentlemen. That is beautiful work. It's not nasty. It's beautiful work to show some love. And he shows some love by having the icon because he's a member of the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I greatly appreciate it. And as they say, and as they know, I humbly appreciate him being a member of the channel every month. I greatly appreciate it. And with that said, without further ado, we always have to show some love for our own, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to put something on there for all you aficionados of car speaker systems and sound systems. If you want optimal sound, the best sound, I highly suggest you get some renewable wattage. While you're driving, it renews. When you park, you know how you do that. The old school way, cruising on Sunday. You know what I'm saying. In the park on Sunday afternoon, you want to, make the sounds flow, have a nice time while you're relaxing. Well, it's never a nice time when you have that inverter that runs down your battery under 12 volts. And now you try to start it, somebody needs to jump your car. Them days are over because EV Place has renewable energy source in your trunk. 700 watts of booming power for sure, and it's going to be clean. So what do I tell you? Go over here to eBay and go check it out. Show some love. It's Christmas time. Order it up for your loved one, your speaker and sound aficionado for their vehicles. And you can even talk to him about your house too. All right. The man's got some skills. So show some love. Again, not only is he a member of the channel, but you guys got to know you got to help your fellow businessmen, OCs. Show some love. All right, there we go. You see it in the chat room, everybody on replay. I'll say it again. If you're on mobile and you want to see the live replay so you can get the links to the links that I'm putting in the chat room, make sure you hit the comment section, swipe left, and I'll move over some. I didn't even realize this until the other day because I've been telling everybody all year, hey, do that. And then I was like, wait, I can't get the link. I need to send somebody a link. Where is it? And then I realized, I was like, wait a minute, swipe left. It moves over. And then I click on it. It gives all the live chat for the full live stream. That's right. So share the links, ladies and gentlemen. It's that simple. And show your love. Again, there it is. Go over there. All you sound aficionados for your vehicle, this is the man right here to see. He does the damn thing. This isn't pretend. He's not sending you out to somebody else. He's not doing an affiliate link. All right? There's a difference. Again, when you do it, you know how to do things better. All right? Just so you know. Hands on. Hand-to-hand combat, as I call it. All right. There we go. Show some love. Now, let's get back to the situation at hand. Are you going to be ready for 2026? Because preparation is now. Preparation has been last year, this year. It's still not too late because the roll has not officially started yet. The snowball's rolling downhill for destruction, but it's only destruction for those that don't have a plan. You have time for a plan. You have another year and 2 weeks to get your credit at 775. I don't want you to get it at 775 and then start charging and then doing what everybody else does, maximizing their cards. No. That's not the idea. We need you at 0%. Whatever you charge, it needs to be 0%. There's already 0% for 24 months for people who have like a 750, a 720 and all that. But I need you to be 775. Why? Because as that snowball starts rolling downhill, credit will become a premium. So they're going to try to find people who pay on time, not default, not have their credit limits of their cards nearly maximized. They're going to be looking for new people that they can get their money back for and get paid. So therefore, I'm expecting 36 months of 0% interest sometime late next year, if not sooner. It all depends on if things get locked up sooner. But I think sometime after August or September, that's when I believe we will see 0% interest for 36 months for ordinary citizens. You can't get the 15 years. You can't get the 10 years. I'm sorry. Hey, you got to be one of them wealthy guys to get that. But at least you can get this one. You take your cards, transfer it over from another card that you're paying 17% or 25% or 35% interest. Your payments will be reduced substantially. And now you have a plan. You have a little bit of extra disposable income. See how this works? It's not that hard, ladies and gentlemen. You just have to do it. Now, there's other things. Don't worry. It's not over yet. We're going to help you with that credit situation just a little bit as well. Let me find my smart credit. This is a credit monitoring system. So I'm going to keep putting all of this in here. All right. So we got to talk about it. So that's what we're going to do. Smart credit. It actually allows you to pull up your credit report, your FICA 8 for cars. But again, I don't recommend liabilities. Anything that you're going to use your credit for should be used in this case. I know there's survival things for ordinary citizens out here because 80% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck during the month. So this is understandable that people are using it and overextending. That means you have to make more money, right? But if you can get your payments reduced and free up some money, that is the ideal scenario. Smart credit can monitor it. And in case you have like I said, the FICA score, the hiring index score, the credit bureau scores. All of that is in smart credit monitoring, plus uh, identity theft or fraud. Everybody that's at your address can get the identity theft fraud if they're family. So there's more than just what you appear to see there. And it actually helps you with the little money management. It helps you with sending letters to your creditors to try and get a better deal of some sort if you want to do it on your own. So again, there's so many things. So the link, I believe I already dropped it in the chat room. So on different platforms, you'll be able to see it. All right. It's that simple. Smartcredit.com / stop struggling now for the special promo. All right. You guys got it. You have no way not to know. Share it with your family, friends. In fact, tell them to come back on Monday at 8:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we got more to talk about. And I will go over this again in one of these days, maybe Monday. I'll open up the smartcredit.com website and show you what it looks like, just so you understand. It's very, very simple, and it's very, very cheap because it's the holiday. They may have special promos. Might be $1 for the first month. Just saying. You just never know what the promo is when you have the stop struggling now at the end of smartcredit.com / stop struggling now. Go check it out. All right. Now, let's keep moving because we need you ready. And if I need you ready, the one thing you're going to need to be ready with. Did you guys understand when we were talking on Wednesday and Post Retirement Travel said, hey, he backed up the truck to buy? Now, look, 2 days later, the stock market went boom, right? Now, there's more ways to make money. That's the thing. That's the thing. Salsa dance for the Yomax holders. That's right, Yomax ETFs, ladies and gentlemen. He's a dividend holder. PLTY is great. If you catch it at the 53 level so far after 6 weeks, plus 6.4% on dividend side. See, this is what we're talking about right now. This is exactly right. I also agree with PLTY if you can get it at a low rate in the low 50s, simply because it's a preferred stock from the government of the United States. They back it. They give them government contracts. They give them subsidies, and they give them contracts for surveillance. Yeah, it's crazy out here. They're preferred. So therefore, their stock, which is PLTR, Yomax ETF uses PLTY to trade options. And the profits they get from the options, they give to dividends, or the stock PLTY holders receive dividends. He's at 6 weeks, 6.4%. A lot of people would say, I'll take 6.4% for a whole year, an annual rate. Well, with Yomax ETF, you might be doing the salsa dance because they pay out every week, ladies and gentlemen. And like he said, if it's in the low 50s, that would be a good point, because since they don't actually deal with the stock itself, they're not buying any PLTR. Well, I shouldn't say that. They hold a small percentage of PLTR, but the main goal is they're doing options, calls, puts, and whatever profits they share with people who buy PLTY. PLTR does not give out dividends, but their stock price has been booming for the last 3 years. So you might have missed out on that ride, just like the NVIDIA ride, just like the AMD ride. I don't know what to tell you. You got to be in the game, the stock market game. You have to be in the financial game. This is not America 19, not even 19, 1800 to 2015, 16. It's over. Whatever has happened back then, it's only for historical purposes and educational purposes of what not to do. Now we are in a whole nother ball game where printing money by the United States Treasury, the Federal Reserve, is no big deal, because they don't care about inflation, because the wealthy, who already has money, they're good. They have assets. The rest of you who are at 80% paycheck to paycheck, don't have livable wages and all that, they don't care. Why? Because they don't need you. They can play in the stock market. They don't even need to make any more money now. Their corporations can go bye-bye, and they'll sit there and go, well, there's stock market all over the world. We'll just We'll just manipulate the stock market. Who cares? That's what it's like to me. So that's why you have to get closer to the top instead of buying liabilities. Like right now, there's people out Christmas shopping, wasting thousands of dollars. Those same thousands of dollars they could have put into an investment vehicle. So, hey, some people would say, well, it could be hundreds of dollars per month of passive income. Some people would go, well, that's not enough for me. Well, I'm going to tell you something right now. You think $2,000, $3,000 at 20% annually plus $100 to $150 fee because you have the card is a great deal? Excuse me? It's costing you $600 a year in interest. Plus, you still owe the $2,000. That seems very smart, right? No, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Your parents may not be getting you some Christmas gifts, but they damn sure should be thinking, let me flip this script a little and put a little money into some passive income ideas. JEPI, JEPQ. Oh, did I forget? Make sure you have your pen pads and papers ready because you never know when somebody in the chat room might say, hey, here's some stock and may want to go check out some, do your own research. See if that meets your investment criteria. Because again, JEPI may give you about 7 to 7.5% annual return. JEPQ gives you about 10.5, 11 to 11% annual return. Isn't that safe, kind of? At least inflation's 10%. So, again, are you going to be ready for 2026? Because guess what? I got news for you. Shh. The prices are going to be higher. Did you guys hear me? The prices are going to be higher. Mr. Dividend, he's also doing the salsa dance tonight. He's out here happy as hell because he's the yield max king. He's the one that brought it to our attention 2.5 years. Oh no, almost 3 years ago. And he's been in with the parabolic 50, 60, 70% annual returns. And he was into the buying of stocks, dividends, buy some more stocks, dividends, buy some more stocks, reinvesting. And it just kept going at great returns. And now he gets so many shares every week doing the damn thing. Welcome to the SSN Nation late night, Friday night, financial Friday night edition. Very happy to see you. And he says his tagline this evening, happy day, Eric. I hope all is well with you and your family. Yes, it is. Just look it up. Happy day, SSN. Smash that like button. That's right. Give it a one piece. I'd greatly appreciate it. That's how we do it out here. And because I'm talking about the stock market heavily for the rest of this year, every live stream, I'm talking about everything I've talked about so far because we have new people watching the channel because all of a sudden it's like the Google guys said, oh, let me show a few other people what they're doing over here in SSN Nation land. Yeah. By the way, you can always get this gear at stopstrugglingnow.com just in case you want some gear. Now, let me move to the stock market again because every live stream I'm going to be talking about this, the stock market, and I'm bringing the Candlestick Bible, the Candlestick Trading Bible, ladies and gentlemen. Next week, the only place you're going to be able to get that is I'll be telling you to go to stopstrugglingnow.com and download this right from there. But since you're here tonight, I'm going to put it in the chat room so you can go get the PDF, study it. I don't remember what page I'm up to. Maybe, I can go look it up right now. Let me see. What page am I up to now? I'm up to 102. It's a 168 page PDF. It's incredible. Just keep learning. It's incredible. Study, take your time. If you want to be proficient in something and you want to be great at something, you do have to study. You do have to trial and error to see what makes it work for you in your mind. Everybody's mind is linear. They're not linear. Everybody's mind is different. All right. So just because I can show you what it looks like, I can show graphs, I can do whatever in real time, your brain may process it and see. We can look at the same thing and come to different conclusions, right? That happens in life. So therefore, you have to feel what puts you in the best position to make money from trading stocks. I'm on the stock trading heavily now because a lot of jobs have been lost. You guys, if you've been sleeping out here, only less than 100,000 new jobs last month or the month they reported, whatever, October. 1.1 million layoffs this year. So clearly the new jobs don't even cover the jobs that have been lost, laid off. So livable wage is a whole nother thing. So what can you do? Something that nobody else can stop you from doing. The stock market's never going away because Australia will have theirs. The Asian markets will have theirs. The European market will have theirs. The USA stock market, the largest in the world, will have theirs. It will never go away. So if you are proficient, if you are great at trading and being successful at trading, guess what? You get to eat for the rest of your life and help out friends, family, and loved ones. So that's why Candlestick Bible is on the Christmas list. Everybody in your family should have this Bible and start looking at it and start paying attention. Now, we can't do anything about people that don't give a damn about that because not everybody does. When I said, let's do business before, when I was much younger and my friends would be on something else, let's go party, let's go play hoops, let's go do chase women, da da da, right? So they're off into liability land. I'm sitting there like, hold up, I need some real estate. I need some stocks. I need some ETFs. I see some mutual funds. I, I need some stuff. That's what we do, ladies and gentlemen. The younger you are, the sooner you do it, the better the outcome later because your assets go up in price. Assets, not liabilities. Cars are liabilities. Homes, they got you. The bank said it's an asset. Not really. It's not. It's not. You have liabilities galore. If a house is over 10 to 15 years old, that is the breakdown. 10 to 15 years is the breakdown on appliances, dishwashers, air conditioners, some sort of plumbing issues. All of that people forget when they sell their house how much they had to spend on issues. So again, it's a liability, but the banks love it because you're going to pay double the amount. And your property tax guys love it too because they can tell you whatever amount and you got to pay it. Otherwise, they'll put a lien on your house. So you're caught. Just saying. So you better have a lot of money to pay because your property taxes are going to go up, ladies and gentlemen, just like your energy bills are going to go up. I hate to say it. It's what's going to happen. You better be ready for 2026. I'm trying to get you ready. So the Candlestick Bible, Trading Bible, down below in the description box, start reading. And if you're going to start reading and take it very seriously, then you know what comes next if you've been watching me over the last 3-4 weeks, because now we need a broker. And I suggest CoinX because they are not regulated by the United States government. And so, yes, I'm going to put on some auto trading things, but I'm going to tell you something. All right. I'm going to tell you something before you decide if you want to join that Autobot thing. Yes, my name is Eric, and it's Eric Bird, BYRD. You can put me down as a referral just to get some information for that Gold Rush Autobot. But if you don't know the candlestick, I don't suggest you mess with it. I suggest you learn trading because that Autobot, it if it's trending within a set channel and slightly ticking down or slightly ticking up, the Autobot works, so you'll get some profit. But if there's a move to the upside, it could blow your account. Just letting you know. Okay. So, and moving to the upside is going to happen. The stock market, inflation is going to continue. Therefore, there's going to be fluctuations with XAU USD. That's gold, USD dollar, right? So there's going to be fluctuations up and down, which is a trader's dream. You can win on the up, you can win on the down, making profits up or down, but you got to be able to read it to put yourself in position. So, CoinX is the platform. Go over there, sign up for free. There's a referral link. Please go sign up. And they have a demo. So once you learn a little bit, you can Google and find stuff on YouTube. And once you learn, open it up. You'll have 5,000 in your account, your demo account. So that way you can read the Candlestick Bible, go cross reference with your demo account, so you can go to XAUUSD and learn a little bit about it in MT4. MetaTrader 4 is the platform over there. MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5. I don't know if they use others, but nonetheless, at least you get to start if you've never started like me. Again, I've only been doing anything with this 2.5 months. So that's why I've never made videos yet, because I still am learning. I'm only on page 102, was it? There's 168 pages of the Bible, the Candlestick Bible. All right. So go over there, sign up for CoinX, get your demo account set up because it automatically sets it up. You're going to download MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5, and then you're going to have an account from CoinX and you put it on. But if you need any help, you know where to find me. Support at stopstrugglingnow.com. All right. I missed something over here. Brian P says Japan Central Bank has raised its main interest rate to the highest level in 30 years as the country faces a cost of living squeeze, which means their inflation rate must be rising. Because that's the only way. Let me see. Japan 2025. Let's see what happened. All right. Let's go check out what's been happening over there in Japan. Well, it says, hold on, Japan's inflation rate in late 2025 is hovering around 3%. Nothing crazy, consistently above the Bank of Japan's 2% target. Okay, well, that's cute. With recent figures showing around 2.9 to 3% for core inflation, excluding food, of course, in November, driven by food and energy costs, prompting expectations for further BOJ rate hikes. Projections for the full fiscal year suggest an average closer to 2.53 to 2%. Yeah, it's showing a 2.9. It's mirroring America, which obviously there's the reason for that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they're doing exactly what America should have been doing. If you're trying to get near 2%, then you should have raised the interest rates. You should not be reducing them. And you damn sure shouldn't be printing more money, adding to the money supply to automatically cause inflation. And you damn sure shouldn't have tariffs, which raises prices on anything incoming to America, and American companies have to sell it at a higher price. That's inflation. And you damn sure shouldn't have been printing money, because you then cause your dollar value to go down. Yes, which is another form of inflation. That's 3 inflation points. Do you see something wrong yet, ladies and gentlemen? Now, do you understand why I said get into that 0% position for right now, 24 months with your credit, so you can free up some money that you might be able to use $100, $200 a month or more to invest in assets, because the prices of everything's going up. The energy bills are going up as well. You remember when we have an inept government that says our allies like Europe and France and UK is going to pay billions of dollars for energy? That's right. They're talking about energy from your energy grid. But we don't have the supply. So if you have more demand, not enough supply, what do, boys and girls? We live in a capitalist system. More demand, less supply, prices go up. So your gas bill, your electric bill will be rising. It's simple economics. So, yes, all that bragging was your demise. So, now another reason you need to figure out where you're going to get that extra streams of revenue from, because it's about to get catastrophic. And if they don't get their act together in 2 weeks and the Affordable Care Act does not get subsidies, all of you who have the luxury of being able to have insurance, health insurance, your premiums, your monthly payment, if you thought maybe 250 was too much, are you going to think 550 is too much now or more? Your health will be at risk, because what generally happens is if you can't afford health care and you can't get health care, you could die. Just saying. But then again, you're not rich, so they don't give a damn about you. Okay, enough. CoinX, ladies and gentlemen. That's the first thing. Get your demo account open. That's the second thing. Here's the other thing. I'm going to be talking about this Bankus card more, because this Bankus card has much more. The Bankus Crypto Visa debit card. Yes, you've heard me correctly. When you load money into CoinX or into a lot of brokers that deal with stock trading, they take crypto. That's right. So you upload crypto, you download crypto into, it could be a wallet, or it could be into a crypto Visa debit card. How about that? I like the version of crypto Visa debit card. I don't really need it at my bank. Nah, I don't need it at my regulated, yeah, exchange for my company, or country, not company, country, the regulated exchange in the country you live in. And some countries are still unregulated, but I don't need it to be sitting in that either. I'll just send it to my crypto Visa debit card where it terminates right there. My winnings from the stock market. I don't have my card yet. I just ordered it December 14th. It takes about 2 to 3 weeks to come to America. People already have their card. There's more to this. So, first off, it's very simple. You just go and download the app. Is that simple enough for you guys? That's simple. Download the app. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. Just download the app. Here is the link. I'll put it in the chat room. Sorry, everybody on the podcast. I can't, it's not a simple link to give to you. So you're going to have to come to stopstrugglingnow.com, or you're going to have to come to a live stream on Twitch or Facebook or YouTube, or just catch another podcast. And if you are on a page that you can check the description, then in the description, you'll find the link to Bankus so you can get the crypto Visa debit card. Yes, it's a prepaid card in essence, but it's outside of the United States. Just saying. And again, the card, the plastic card, costs $25 plus $10 shipping, so it's $35. If you want a metal card, it does not have the tap feature, because you can't, currently right now, you can't put the tap on the metal cards yet, but that's $75 plus $10. So it's $85 shipping all over the world. So wherever you are, ladies and gentlemen, you can have this crypto Visa debit card. And I know a lot of people are rejoicing. Just saying. All right. So, Bankus, I just put in the chat room as well. All right. Tamara Larry's in the house. Another investor's here. Welcome to the Financial Friday Night Late Edition, Holiday Edition style. And she brings her tagline this evening: hello, all. It's simple, it's succinct, it's precise. Hello, all to you and your family. Hopefully, everything's going great. MDA0214, another investors here. And speaking of investments, the Candlestick Bible. This man does trading as well. He's in the house and he says a tagline. But first, welcome to the SSN Nation Financial Friday Night Wealth Stock Trading Holiday Late Night Edition. And he brings the tagline, how do the crypto Visa debit cards work? Do they pay any interest? No, not this one. No interest. It's just like if you sent your crypto into somewhere sitting in your regulated account and get nothing unless you put it into some vehicle that says, I want 3-4%. Basically, it has the Visa logo. So it's just, instead of you putting it in your wallet, it's just sitting on your prepaid card and you just swipe, withdraw at the ATM machine, go to the grocery store, whatever. So it's like you're using your crypto. It's just a prepaid crypto card is the way I look at it. So, but my thing is this. I'll put it this way. I'm on a different thing than everybody else because I realize the American empire steals from American citizens. They don't steal from all American citizens, just a few. So we talked about this on Wednesday. And once you have the federal government against you or the state against you and they take your stuff and you're sitting there like, what's happening? This isn't even real. America does this. Then you start protecting, you start looking at other things a different way. Like when I say you should have a bank account outside of United States jurisdiction, for one, this card is outside of United States jurisdiction, is my point. It's not America, it's Mexico. So out of their jurisdiction. So they're not snatching anything. Like I have crypto on Coinbase, and for whatever reason, something happens, they can snatch it. And if people don't believe that, I'll just put it to you another way. I had a bank in Georgia. The bank says, oh, we're going out of business. We're going to transfer people's accounts over to another bank because the other bank said that they're going to hold your accounts. So everybody's like, okay, no biggie. And then another letter comes and says, we transferred your savings and checking account to this other bank. They took that over, but we're holding the brokerage account. And we're not going to release the funds until a determined down the line date. Well, excuse me, what do you say right now? We're just going to hold the funds. It turned out to be over a year. That's right. Did they pay interest? No. Couldn't withdraw, couldn't deposit, couldn't do jack shh. So when things like this happens, a lot of people don't realize until it happens to you. And MDA brings to my attention, along with other people, because I found out Peter Schiff, because I've told stories about what happened to me. So somebody told me about Peter Schiff had his bank taken from him. And I said, I already know. I said, this does not surprise me. The reason why is because he was doing things, regulations, legally. He's sitting there at his place like, what's going on? And they're like, well, we think you're doing money laundering. And he's like, what are you talking about? It's regulated. You guys check my books. You guys have people coming through. I have a department for this. Yeah, well, you're money laundering. We don't really care. We're just lying. Similar to what's happening in Venezuela right now. The United States government is saying Venezuela does fentanyl, when by all accounts from all over the world, they are not trafficking fentanyl anywhere to America or even any masterminds of creating it. But the United States is lying on them. So then people say, oh, yeah, it's okay to blow up people's boats that only go 50-mile range and kill people and commit war crimes. Or that's not even a war crime, is it? I think it's murder because there is no war. But I'm just saying that's how they do you, ladies and gentlemen, when they need to extract assets. and they pick and choose sometimes. So this is why I'm talking about the bank's debit card. But there's more to it though, because I guess I should get into it because we're talking about stop struggling now. Yes, if you refer people to the bank's card, you do get a little bit of commissions if people buy the card. And if you upload, they give you a little 1% ish or 0.5%. I don't even know what the percent is because I don't really care. I was looking at it from I'm trading. I want to put money on the card. I don't want to put it in my broker account. I don't want to put it in any regulated USA nothing. Okay? United States banks, 3 has stole money from me in my lifetime. 3. Federal government, state of California, federal government stole stuff from me as well. All right? So I think that's enough for me to be like telling you guys, you better have your stuff offshore, something offshore, business offshore, bank accounts offshore, something, real estate offshore, something, but especially bank accounts. I told people this like 30 years ago. I'm traveling around the world and I'd be like, every place I go, I would say, hey, can I open up a bank account? They'd say, yes. I'm like, let's do it. So people were like, how do you have a bank account all over the? They're like, how do you have a bank? I'd break out a card. They'd be like seeing some Hawaiian bank, and they'd be like, Hawaii's USA though, right? But they would see my I had a bank in Hawaii. They'd be like, man, you're from Hawaii? No, man. I'd break out my Australian bank account, my Australian Visa debit card. They'd be like, you're from Australia? Oh man, I just everywhere I went, I would try to open up a bank account. It's different in this era because now the United States started reaching, going, hey guys, let me know if a USA citizen has a bank account in your country, yada, yada, yada. Will you sign this agreement? We'll have a treaty thing, so you'll let us know. All that BS start to happen. So just so you guys understand, this is why I talk about the banker's card, because you can make money if that's what you want to do, network and tell people about it and sign people up and give them the link and all that. But I have ulterior motives. If you're making profit, I want my money out. I don't want it touching United States. Nothing is all I'm trying to say. If I can avoid it, I don't have to avoid it, but Banker's card gives me an opportunity to avoid it. A person came on here. I wish I could remember his name. And he said, yeah, I have Gemini card. And they give me 2 to 3%, some back, cash back if I use my card, this, that, and the other. I'm like, hey, I really don't care about that. Like I said, you wouldn't care about it either if you went to your Gemini account one day and all of a sudden you open it up and you're like, where's my money? What's happening here? What happened? You would have a different outlook from that day forward. You wouldn't be trusting nobody that's regulated. Just saying. All right. Regulated just means, in my eyes, let's get real. It just means they know how to track you because you're giving them the information. Here's my ID. Here's my social. Here's my account. Well, not you giving it to them. You're giving it to a regulated body who they just call up and say, hey, I need their information. Because remember, they're government regulated, right? So if they want to F you, they got a way to do it. So that's the way I look at it because of my dealings with all branches of government. All right. And banks are no different. And again, I'll just say one thing because it's Friday night. We always give story nights. I used to play professional poker, as everybody here knows. If you're new here, yeah, back in the day. I'll just give you a perfect example. Even this is just 15 years ago, 15 to 25 years ago. If I win a tournament, it doesn't matter. Final table, you win, right? Money. They didn't give us money. They gave us chips. You know why they gave us chips? Because if once I bought into the tournament for $500, right? I win $12,000. If they give me $12,000 cash, remember that triggers SARS, triggers, I'm at the casino. They write down, hey, this guy won 12, social security number potentially tracking. They gave us chips because you used to go to the cage, cash the chips, no tracking. They changed the laws in the late 2000s, about 15 years ago. Now, does not matter. So if you go to a casino that's regulated, they track you just like a bank. How much this person deposits? Can I see ID? All this other BS. See, this is what I'm saying. I don't like that. I don't like government interference. It's that simple. All right. How do they insure your money? That's a good question, MDA0214. They're a Mexican regulated company. And by the way, what does insure your money mean? You think your money's insured at a bank in the United States? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Your life is different than mine. I've had money stolen out of banks by government and lawsuits. And you could imagine walking into a bank and you go or use your ATM card and your ATM card doesn't work. So you're thinking, let me just go down to the bank. Maybe my ATM card's out. I got money there, so I'm not tripping. And when you get down to the bank and you sit down and you get to somebody and say, hey, because you have to talk to the people out there, you know, on the floor. And they go, hey, my card doesn't work. I need a new card. And what's my balance in my account? Because something, I don't know. And if they look you in your face and they go, you don't have no money in your bank account. I want to hear who the hell's going to be sitting there all nice and cool at that point. You're going to be looking at them people like, okay, there must be some mistake. Hey, look, one of the banks, it must be some mistake. I just put a few G's in here like 3 weeks ago. I never even used the account because I didn't need to. So now I need to. So I tried to use a debit card and that didn't work. What do you mean I don't have any money in here? Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Bird. You don't have no money in your bank account. I do see where you deposited. And hold on, I see some withdrawals. Uh, excuse me? What are you talking about? You see withdrawals. I've never withdrawn anything. Here's my debit card. Uh, how did I withdraw this? If I came into the branch, which branch did I withdraw the money at? Hold on, Mr. Bird. You don't have to start getting bent out of shape. Uh, I'm trying to stay calm. You're sounding stupid right now. They come back to me and give me a story. I'll tell you the story that they gave me. Mr. Bird, it appears you withdrew money 45 miles away at one of our branches on separate occasions. I said, yeah, I'm pretty sure that would happen because I don't live 45 miles away. I don't live in Woodland. Uh, I don't work in Woodland. My office is less than 200 yards from here. And I live over here. So that's about a 45 to an hour drive to a bank in Woodland. Are you serious right now? Oh, no, Mr. Bird, you must have withdrawn it yourself. Oh, you have lost your mind. Security. Security. Security rolls up. They say, what's up? She goes, hey, he's being a little irate right now. I just want you to come over here for a second because I'm trying to explain to him that he took money out of his bank account over in Woodland. I'm sitting there like, what? I'm sorry. Uh, that didn't happen. Bank manager, please. Bank manager comes. Bank manager says, "Oh, Mr. Bird, there must be some mistake." You're damn right, there's some mistake. So now, bank manager goes for about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm thinking, ah, they'll get this all straightened out. Oh, they come back with even a better story. Oh, Mr. Bird, when you opened up your account, we had a glitch in the system. You and another person had the same account number. Excuse me? Now somebody else and me have the same account number? So how do we know you didn't take it? How did you know I didn't take it out? Because I'm the one that you called security on and saying I don't have no money in my bank account. I'm pretty sure the dude that lives in Woodland didn't get the cops called on him because he didn't have no money in his bank account. What kind of sense would this make? Now you got another story. I thought I was the one. And by the way, don't you have cameras? Why don't we just get some of those cameras? Oh, no, Mr. Bird, we can't. No, I'm sorry, we can't. You guys do understand. I was much younger, a little more buffer, a little more scarier. They tried to arrest my ass. Had to file lawsuits. And because the state of California government is also corrupt, you can pay their senators and all that too. That's another story for another day. They said, "Oh no, you gave your money to the bank. The bank owns your money. They made an error of some sort. You're not going to get your money back." So they're legally kept my money. Or the other person, whoever, whatever their BS story was complete fabrication of lies. That is how it works. All right. They don't insure your money, man. Or I don't care if they do. All I'm saying is they operate already. They're doing their business. They've been operating for years. I'm down. Just like when you have a prepaid card, is your money insured? Is your money insured at the FDIC? No. Well, unless you're a wealthy person that had a signature bank and all that stuff in the Bay Area. And the girl, I still can't believe a girl had the audacity to lie. Everybody knows the FDIC can't even cover no more than $250,000, best case scenario. So when there was a run on the bank and the girl goes, "Oh, yeah, I took all my money out at 8, 7, 8 at night and did a bank wire." If anybody knows anything about bank wires, if you do anything at 7, 8 at night, you know you cannot do a bank wire. You know the bank wire cannot be done until the next day, especially when we're talking about 7, 8 at night Pacific time, which is 10 p.m. at night, 11 p.m. at night Eastern. Let's get real out here. So they let her get her money out because, she's a bigwig, and everybody else, a few other bigwigs, everybody else, though, you get screwed. Wasn't that Signature Bank? I'm just saying, things aren't what they appear to be, ladies and gentlemen. Your money ain't safe nowhere. Just saying. Oh, by the way, MDA0214, let me tell you something else. Your money ain't safe. Remember that money that was in Peter Schiff's account and they said he was money laundering? Those people still haven't gotten their money back. And the money was in the bank over a year. So again, beware, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't count any place safe. I don't even care. My money in an offshore account. I don't call that safe either. It's in another country. They can do the same thing that America does. Cuba did that before, right? When Castro took over, nationalized everything, took Americans' money, casino money, people's money. It can happen anywhere you live. But nobody ever thought America would be like a third world country, right? So this is why I will never, never, ever think my money's safe in a US bank. And by the way, if you lived during 1930s and you had your money in a bank, you would be saying the same thing I'm saying because those people had their money stolen. So nobody put their money in banks for years afterwards. So just be careful out here using words like insure, regulated. It does not matter. Regulation does not mean when you get screwed, you're going to have it. And by the way, Brian P. has left me emails over the last year. Bank account executives went in, stole people's money. They went to jail, but they stole millions of dollars because they had access to whatever unlimited accounts and they were taking $2 here, $20 there, $30 there. Or in other cases, the person was elderly. They knew the person was homebound. So they were siphoning off a little bit of money. They got caught. But when it starts getting hundreds of thousands and $1 million, they go to jail. Big deal. They are bank executives, people that work at banks stealing money. This is not something that is out of the norm. All right. All I'm saying is here's the actual situation. No bank outside the United States has ever stole my money. Let's just put it that way. Simple. I've had my money sitting at US Bank, forgotten about, basically sitting. I don't even care because I had so many banks. I just wanted to have money sitting around, right? One day I get this is bank two. One day I get a call from US, or not a call, but a letter in the mail from US Bank. The letter says, your account is overdrawn by 100 and some odd dollars. I'm like, mind you, years have went by. I shouldn't say years like that. I should give you the exact. About 3 years gone by. I've not even interacted with the account. I damn near forgot about. In fact, I did forget that I had the bank account at US Bank. I forgot, quite frankly. So I'm sitting there like, wait, because you guys know you don't have any fees if you're over a certain number, right? So I'm sitting there like, how did this happen? I had way more money than I need for no fees. I call them up. They start telling me about fees. They said, Mr. Bird, we've been taking fees out of your account for the last 2.5, 3 years. Excuse me? What are you talking about right now? Uh, I have like thousands in my accounts. What are you talking about? Yeah, well, see, that's just it. You never responded to any of our stuff, and we just had a fee, and we were taking fees and fee. I was like, what do you mean fees? So another run to the bank. Oh, I got to see this. What the hell are you talking? I get to the bank. All of a sudden, nobody knows nothing. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Bird. We don't know anything. You need to call so and so. What do you mean? I just talked to you guys. We'll look into it. You already looked into it. You're calling me about I owe you guys negative $130. How? That was an interesting situation. More money, more problems. No money back though. Other than, oh, Mr. Bird, yeah. We'll wipe you don't owe us no money. I said, no, where's my money is the point. I know I don't owe you no money. Where's my money? Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Bird. We're showing you money's gone. Where? How? Explain. Lawsuit. Waste of time. Wasting money. Oh, I should mention the other bank, right? It was Wells Fargo was the first one. Third bank, Bank of America. Yeah, these are big names. Yeah, safe. Right. I won't even get on to the other storyline about the your safe deposit box. Ain't no fucking safe deposit box either. Just saying. All right. There's nothing safe. All right. Now, I'm not going to check emails tonight because I went over a few things because I know when I check emails, there's going to be another recall. So you guys should Google, is there any additional recalls tonight? Google if there's any more food recalls in America because I'm pretty sure there's going to be some more. This is why you need to protect yourself. I didn't mean to get on this, but you got to be ready for 2026. So the Bankus card, the crypto Visa card, there's no FDIC insured. There's none of what we're regulated type stuff in America. It's a crypto card because in Mexico, um, let's go with this. Let's go with this. And it's on the Visa network, already in use, by the way. Uh, uh, um, you're sending money. It's not that you're doing anything with the crypto. You're just putting it into an account, which is your crypto account for your Visa card. You're not doing anything else. And then you're using your Visa to swipe it. So that terminates there. You're not being able to trade. You're not able to do anything else. Just parties themselves. That's it. Use the Visa. Done. So insured, like if your money gets stolen, they don't have that. That's like that's like an EU American thing, anyhow. I'm not even down with this regulation nonsense. Regulation is basically so they can steal stuff from you. All right. Here we go. Coffee recall in 10 states. FDA issues consumer risk warning. Of course they did. I told you guys every day you're at risk. By the way, SSN lifestyle, healthy, vibrant. We need your body up to par because if your health is not good, are you going to be ready for 2026 if your premiums are double? I think we had a few Republican senators go over to the other side and try to get ACA, Affordable Care Act subsidies, because if that goes bye-bye, that's 30 to 50 million people that are going to have to pay from what they're saying about double to three times what they're paying now, which means a majority of people won't be able to pay it. So are you going to be ready, ladies and gentlemen? One way is trading. And by the way, I did the Bankus, right? So every Tuesday and Thursday, they do have a Bankus Zoom call. So I'm going to just download the app so you can then check it out later. But again, it is a component where you can make money for referring people if that's what you want to do. And you can check out the Zoom call. So here it goes. Okay, here we go. More than 250 boxes of coffee pods have been recalled and give a consumer risk level, the Food and Drug Administration announced last week. Well, see, this is all I can say is this is almost like you get somebody sick. I should put it this way. What the United States under this Trump regime is doing, if you take away doctors, nurses, pharmacy, and tell people, well, when you get sick, then go see them. And then they say, oh, but the one person you go see is 2 hours away. That's what this FDA is about. You had FDA, thousands of people to go around to regulate. You take away those thousands of people. I don't know about you, but I do know food recalls are going to happen. We now know your food is going to be tainted because you know corporations cut, they do shortcuts. So therefore, they aren't expecting no inspector to show up. They're like, then we'll just do shortcuts. So what if we get a few thousand people sick? A few hundred people die. No biggie. That's what we're dealing with right now. You better figure out what's more important to you, and your food safety is above all. America is one of the only places that try to poison its people. We have food that we consume here in America that around the world, American companies can't sell. And you know what they do? They tell them you have to sell, taking out these banned food products out of it in order to sell in our country. And you know what American companies do? They do it. But here in America, they sell you the banned substances that hurt humans. Meanwhile, outside of America, you go and get the same bags you see around, the same food items that you are recognize, and you go, that tastes different. Yeah, damn right it tastes different because the ingredients are banned in their country, are not in their food, but it's in our food. So you need to understand your health care is the utmost important. If you can't function and somebody else has to take care of you, or if you can't function and you can't stay at a job or on a job, and then you need health care that may not be able to be covered by you, do you understand how fast you fall down? That's why you have to take care of your body, soul, mind, and study to make more money. That's mandatory. You can no longer be sitting here getting underpaid, going, oh, I have a job. Cool. I'm just going to make barely livable wage job. And I got overlooked, not promoted 2 or 3 times, but I've been busting my ass and they keep promoting these dudes that do nothing. You might want to change your attitude because you're about to be screwed. You can't plateau anymore. This isn't 1970. This isn't 1940s and 50s and 60s when the middle class was growing. It's over. The empire is over because the oligarchs are in control. The corporations are in control. They pay you what they want. They keep profits. They pay the CEOs and executives 100 times what an employee gets paid. They're living the high life. Meanwhile, you get to survive and come back for another day of work and another week of work. And then it's Christmas time and you have to explain, well, use my credit cards or look like I'm embarrassed because my kids are expecting some Santa gifts. Santa, really? Fake? Really? Easter bunny gift? But getting it yet? Thanksgiving, turkey, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. You getting it yet? You're buying liabilities? Meanwhile, the rich dudes, they're buying assets, making their money work for them while they sleep. You better get on train because right now you have 1 year, 2 weeks to go to get your assets in order because after that, all bets is off. Inflation should be kicking in an overdrive by then. So good luck. I'm giving you some tools to work with. And then, by the way, you haven't gotten a stock market account, a brokerage account, Robinhood, Webull, Moomoo, and gotten your free shares of stock from one of them or all three, then let me put that in the chat room. It'll be down below. But again, in the replay, if you're watching on mobile, make sure you press the comment section, swipe left so you can move over, and you'll see an option that says watch the live chat. Okay? All right. Hopefully that gets you there. So let me give you some Robinhood, Webull, Moo, Wealthfront. You want to set it and forget it and not even deal with brokerage accounts, not even deal with trading? So be it. We can do Wealthfront. You can do Wealthfront. If you want an ETF, so be it. The best, one of the best ones, VOO. Okay, SPY, QQQ, VOO, SPY, QQQ. ETFs are out there. They give you like their 9 to 10 to 12% annual return. So why would you not be good with that if you're getting zero by keeping it under a mattress? And by the way, you should always have a duffel bag of cash. on you. Banks close down when there's a problem. They're the first ones to explode because they're over leveraged. All right. That right there is scary. Some more coffee now. Jesus, this is just out of control in America. I can't take it anymore. I just can't take it. Uh, I hope you're fortunate to be healthy, ladies and gentlemen. And Christmas is coming up next week. And just remember, um, the best thing you can probably do is teach your kids to be able to fish and at least give them the candlestick Bible. Maybe they might want to trade. And if they start, the sooner they start and understand the markets and things like that, the time they're 18, 19, 20, then they can actually make money for themselves. Even if you said, well, here's a few $1,000s to start, that beats what's happening in our society now where family members have to move back in together because the cost of living is so crazy. Did you guys know in America right now, food? Let me see if I have it. Can anybody guess? What do you think the average monthly cost is for two adults and two children for their food, their grocery bill? Let me see if I can find it. Let me see which if anybody can guess down below. Anybody? Let me know. Can you guess? What do you think the average monthly amount is? Average, by the way. Family of four, two children, two adults. Let me see if I have it. Oh, man. I hope I have it. Sometimes I download stuff and then it didn't download. Let me see if I have it. Nope, I don't have it. Dang it. Okay, I don't have anybody guessing. Well, here we go. $1,030. $1,030 a month. 12,000 a year average. Some people pay a little less, some people pay a little more. Wow. Wow. All right, Brian P. Hey, Eric, check this out. Pennies from the final minute set of coins sold for over $16.76. What? 16.76 million at auction Thursday, according to Stacks Bowers Galleries and why? Why? Oh my God. 2,000. Brian P. 1,030 is the average. And can you imagine if people have three children or four? Hey, there's a quarterback for the Colts, Philip Rivers. He's 30 something. He might even be 40. But anyhow, let's say he's in his late 30s. He has 10 children. He thought it was all good 20 years ago. Right now, he comes out of retirement. Yeah, he scored a touchdown this past week for the Colts. They ended up losing, but the fact of the matter is he still gets his pension money. Health care back. Yeah, 10 people, no health care maybe, coverage, and your monies you got from the NFL extra is dwindling. He says, "Let me come out of retirement, get back on the payroll." I can't blame him. I'm not mad at him. 10 double digits kids? Jeez. Eddie Murphy stuff. This is crazy. Nick Cannon stuff. Brian P. for a family. Yeah, 1,030. Some people do pay 2,000 though. That's the point. This is the average. So that is what you guys are up against coming up for 2026. It's only going to get worse. Energy bills going to cost more. Food prices are going to cost more. Your job may lay you off because you're the easiest part of a business to lay off and save money because you cost them every hour that you're there. If they wipe you out, that frees up all that money that they had to pay you. They don't mind putting your job in the hands of somebody else, so they are doing the job of two people. They don't care about that. They don't even care about cutting two more people so one person does three jobs. They don't care about that because they're saving hundreds, if not millions of dollars in labor costs. And when you throw in a lawsuit or two, Eh, it's mills that they could be saving. Accidents on the job, whatever, illegal termination, all kind of stuff. So they say, yeah, we get to write that off. And to our shareholders, it look like we're gods. We saved you $20 million this year. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I had to have a little fun tonight. I didn't wear my Christmas hat tonight for the theme, but Monday night I'll be having it on. So hopefully you're having a great time this Friday night, and you will this week with family, friends, and loved ones. And make sure, no matter what you do, you understand. I love you guys a lot. I appreciate your support over all these years. We've had great conversations. They're going to continue into 2026. We don't stop because they won't stop. So I'm here. And I love you guys. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, you know it's hard out here. Don't try to pretend. I know it's hard. You know it's hard. If you make more money, it's not as hard. But for the ordinary citizens, 80% of you, it's hard. And it's going to get worse. Much, much worse. Have you guys seen your tax bills for your houses yet? Notice how they're creeping up as well? What do you think next year's price is going to be? It's going to go up from this year's price. You got your insurance bills yet? You seen those? Those are creeping up. Those are going up too. So everything that you have at your home, your apartment, whatever you're paying for now, storage units, everything, you're going to be paying more. And if you're already on the edge, you better find another way to make another stream of income. All right, let's go. BTC is still 88,000. You guys should be buying some. You should be buying some. Gold and silver has skyrocketed. Silver's over $70. All of a sudden, it's coming back to all, it's not even near its true value. Its true value should be in the thousands. They've suppressed gold and silver for the last 50, 60 years. They're both undervalued. But now, since we're going to go with this meltdown scenario, apparently, that now means the world's biggest economy is going into meltdown mode. So now the rest of the world and Americans should be finding themselves getting a little bit of gold, a little bit of silver, or trade in it or something. You have to participate. You can't sit on the sidelines, put your blinders on, close your ears, because you're going to be toast. And you better figure out a new skill set. 88,000. Pay attention. We have a government who loves crypto now. It's anonymous that what they receive. And a lot of people have been not arguing, but people, I don't even understand what's wrong with people out here. Unstoppable domain is what you need, ladies and gentlemen. Right. Get your unstoppable domain. I'll give you a link down below. Of course, because it's an affiliate link. Come on now. I'd appreciate it if you go over there, go check out the unstoppable name. You get a crypto, Bitcoin wallet, X, NFT, there's some others. One-time payment. It's not an annual payment. So do not buy the .com or the .net because there's an annual re-up fee. These other ones, stop struggling now, .crypto. SSN Lifestyle, .crypto. Now, again, I'm a traceable kind of guy. So if you sent me crypto to stop struggling now, you know the person who sent it knows their alphanumeric characters. You will know my alphanumeric characters on the other end because you know the transaction ID. So you could say, oh, I sent Eric $20. It came out over here. It's available. You can see it. It's not anonymous, but it is anonymous because the only person that's going to know you sent me $20 is you. The only thing that's going to happen is it's just going to say, okay, You're in a regulated environment, so you sent it over there. And if I am not in your regulated environment, then it's anonymous. You would have to tell them you sent it to me. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to avoid, I'm just trying to say for future, I've already in my brain, it just operates in a different way. So that's why I like unstoppable domains, because I can tell you to send me BTC or any of the top 400 crypto coin tokens, and that's it. Stop struggling now. Crypto. Stop struggling now. NFT. SSN lifestyle. Crypto. SSN lifestyle. NFT. My name. Crypto. Just saying. So yeah, you can see the transaction ID on the blockchain, but you would have to know the person that sent it, or you need to know what my alphanumeric characters are in order to track, right? Again, I am not trying to avoid anything. I just think of things as trackable. I can live with trackable. I don't really care. But I'm just saying, I am not trying to be in open spaces. Let's just put it that way. All right. We will get into, for the Christmas present, we will get into trust, ladies and gentlemen. So don't miss Monday. You might be out Christmas Eve shopping, or not Christmas Eve, but getting closer to Christmas shopping. But Money Making Monday live stream, we'll start talking about some trust for 2026, because if you have assets, you want protection, you need to deliver on some sort of trust. If you want a revocable trust, that's fine. But a revocable trust means you own and control your trust. That, in case, the litigious United States of America wants to grab your assets from a lawsuit or something, then they can. If you want protection, then you need an irrevocable trust. But then if you do that, that means you gave it away, and it's in a trust that you have to rely on trustees to do, or you need to be the trustee, because anybody can be the grantor. Just saying. Just saying. The trustee controls the trust. So you be the trustee. Your parents or brother, mother, cousin, anybody off the street could be a grantor. I don't really care. But the point of the matter is, you're the trustee. You make the rules of the trust. Therefore, you have the trust. Now, keep in mind, it has to be rules in the trust to avoid lawsuit city, right? So you just make sure you comply with federal and state government when you form the trust. Simple. We'll talk about that on Monday. All right. Let's go. We want you to win, ladies and gentlemen. Business owners, OCs, you're at the right place. I'll see you on Monday. Get those tools at your disposal that I left you tonight. And we're going to be talking about another tool that's going to come up Monday. Trust. We're going to start getting into it. There's other people that know much, much more than I do, but we're going to go with basics so you understand. Because I'm going to actually have this interactive with you. I want you to have your laptop. I want you to have a tablet. I want you to have another tab open, because I want you to go to Chat GPT and warm yourself up. It's free. You get like 5 questions or more free, or you can sign up. And then some people pay monthly, but we'll just go with ChatGPT and we'll just put some stuff in. We'll do interactive on Monday. How about that? All right. To get you familiar with some of the rules and regulations. Then you can just mess at night after you do your 5. Then they switch you off to some open AI, downgraded version of AI, but you can still ask questions and find out, and pseudo do a lot of stuff and get an idea. So when you talk to a planner, an estate planner, or you talk to somebody about a trust that you may want to form, at least you will have an outline. And because you can make sure it adheres to state and federal government, it can put it together for you. Think about it. You can already start. How about that for your early Christmas present, ladies and gentlemen? We'll get into it a little bit more, but I want to thank everybody again for being here tonight, and make sure you bring the boys and girls, the kids, the nephews, the aunties, the uncles, the grandfathers, the grandmothers. You ask them, what do you think? It's going to be an interesting conversation. But again, just make sure no matter what you do out here, a lot of people are under stress, duress, their minds going crazy. A lot of people, a lot of things happen during Christmas time. People get depressed. They don't have family members, or they don't have money, or you never know what somebody's going through. Stress meters are off the chart here in America right now. A lot of people are scared. And when you're scared, you may do something that you're going to regret. So just try to stay calm, watch your back wherever you go. Make sure you pay attention to what's happening out here. All right? That's all I can tell you this evening. But just make sure no matter what you do, as you're moving through life, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.